Welcome to Financial Buzz Market Weekly. I'm RK Walker here at the New York Stock Exchange, bringing you a review of this week's stock market. On Monday, the PMI composite flash for September was little changed at 51. However, news from Europe wasn't good as Germany's manufacturing and service sectors both fell, pointing to a continuing global slowdown. Chinese trade negotiators canceled a trip to Montana farms, and markets ended the day little changed. On Tuesday, the Case-Shiller home price index for July remained unchanged and up 2% year over year, while consumer confidence for September fell 9.1 points to 125.1. Markets fell sharply on prospects of President Trump facing impeachment charges stemming from his phone call with the president of Ukraine, in which Trump allegedly pressures the foreign leader to look into Joe Biden and his son Hunter. On Wednesday, new home sales for August increased 7% to an annualized 713,000 units, higher than expected, and the EIA petroleum status report for the week ending September 20th saw crude oil inventory increase 2.4 million barrels. The White House released a rough transcript of President Trump's phone call with the president of Ukraine, soothing markets, and President Trump told reporters at the United Nations that a U.S.-China deal could come, quote, sooner than you think. Markets rebounded with the Dow Industrials closing up 162 points. On Thursday, the final estimate of the second quarter GDP remained unchanged at 2%, and jobless claims rose 3,000 to 213,000. 10-year Treasuries yield fell to 1.69%, and U.S. crude settled at $56.50 a barrel, while markets closed modestly lower. On Friday, durable goods orders for August rose 0.2%, while personal income for August rose 0.4%, consumer spending rose 0.1%, and the PCE price index was unchanged. Markets opened higher as the U.S. and China scheduled another round of trade negotiations for October 10th. Now let's take a look at some stocks. NIO Inc. reported its second quarter results during Tuesday's pre-market hours. NIO shares plunged 25% after the Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer reported larger than expected losses and canceled its earnings call with analysts. The company reported an adjusted earnings loss of 44 cents per share on revenue of almost $211 million. NIO said that its revenue grew by almost 3,200% year over year, yet saw its net losses widen. Nike Inc. reported its fiscal 2020 first quarter results and topped analyst expectations, coming in with earnings of 86 cents per share on revenue of almost $10.7 billion. Overall revenue grew 7% year over year, primarily driven by stronger revenues across its geographic regions, with China taking the lead. Nike shares edged 5% higher during Wednesday's pre-market trading. Rite Aid Corporation reported its second quarter results before the opening bell on Thursday, coming in with earnings of 12 cents per share on revenue of almost $5.4 billion, beating top and bottom line expectations. The company, however, issued a lower guidance for earnings for the rest of fiscal 2020. The news sent shares soaring over 26%. Beyond Meat shares surged over 15% during Thursday's pre-market hours after McDonald's announced that it will conduct a 12-week test of a new plant-based burger in Ontario, Canada. The burger, called a PLT, or plant lettuce tomato, is made with a Beyond Meat plant-based burger patty that has been exclusively created for McDonald's. Micron Technology reported its third quarter results after the closing bell on Thursday. Despite topping estimates, Micron shares declined 6% shortly after reporting earnings of $1.05 per share on revenue of $4.8 billion compared to revenue of $7.8 billion a year ago. Micron has struggled as chip prices continue to increase while inventory issues caused excess supply. This is Financial Buzz Market Weekly. I'm RK Walker, and I'll see you again next week.